In the previous episode, our 250 championship dream slipped away after a brutal game glitch handed me back-to-back last-place finishes, making the gap to the top all but impossible to close. Still, we had some great results and thrilling battles. Now, with just 3 races to go, I've got 3 final chances to secure that all-important promotion to the 450 class. Let's see if I can pull it off. So we kick off the final stretch of our season in Philadelphia. Practice went great. I was flying and ended up fastest on the timesheets. But we all know the AI tends to turn it up a notch in the main event, so let's see how that plays out. I nail the gate drop and charge into the first corner aiming for the hole shot. Then out of nowhere, Bomer absolutely demolishes me, slams into my side like a wrecking ball, and shoves me from first to third in an instant. No way I'm letting that slide. It works out perfectly. My dive into turn 2 lands me right back in the lead. But it doesn't last long. I completely mess up the sand section and start dropping spots like crazy. Swole breezes by, Anstey pulls up next to me, and now DiFrancesco and Viale are breathing down my neck. I hang on through the long rhythm section, trading spots with Anstey. We're all fighting the track. Except for Viale, who absolutely nails it and rockets into second. Anstey slips by again too, bumping me down to fourth. As we enter the long left-hander, both Bomer and Himas slip down my inside while I drift wide. By the end of the second lap, I'm in full free fall, now fighting to hold off DiFrancesco, who's right on my tail. I need to recover quickly, or risk losing even more ground in this race. I'm running 5th behind Bomer as we hit the sand section again, but I just can't get any traction. The rear wheel spins up and I lose all momentum. Himas and DiFrancesco both slip past me. I strike back immediately though, diving in with a block pass on both to take back 5th and set my sights on Bomer once more. So after all that chaos, I'm still in 5th, but just barely. Deegan's right behind me now, and once again I lose time in the long left-hander and the rhythm section that follows. By the time we hit the whoops, Deegan is alongside me, and with a clean, swooping line through the final corner, he flies past over the finish jump. Heading back into the sand, he pulls away fast, and now Shimoda sneaks by as well. But if there's one part of this track I've got dialed, it's the long rhythm section. I get past Shimoda again and close back in on Deegan. I settle into 6th behind Deegan for a bit, with Shimoda lurking close and occasionally showing a wheel. But it's not until the clock hits 0 that the fight for 6th really kicks off. I mess up the entry into the corner and try to make up for it with a handful of throttle. Rear tire spins up, and just like that, Shimoda and McAdoo get by. I strike back quick, retaking 6th from McAdoo in the rhythm section, and passing Shimoda over the triple. But that was the easy part. Now it's back to survival mode for the rest of the lap. Heading into the whoops for the second to last time, I know it's now or never. Shimoda's just ahead, and with the sandy section coming up, I send it with a block pass, completely wipe out his front wheel. Sorry, Shimoda. The worst part? McAdoo's still right there, so I gain nothing from it heading into the sand. Like a pack of wolves, they're all over me right after the sand. Somehow, I hang on and claw back some momentum in the rhythm section, my best part of the lap. But they're still right there, hounding me as we charge toward my other weak spot, that long, brutal left-hander. For once, I nail the line through the long left-hander and keep it tight. My jump into the rhythm section is messy. I clip a tough block, but I've got just enough momentum to make the triple. I cover the inside into the penultimate corner to shut down any block pass from Brown. Then it's one last blast through the whoops. Brown dives inside on the final turn, but I hold it around the outside and take the flag for a hard-earned P6. What a battle. Finishing 6th isn't exactly what I needed, but somehow I still move up a spot in the standings. With 2 rounds to go, P5 and even P4 are still well within reach. Next up, the Mile High Challenge in Denver for round 9. My start is just plain ugly. Jump the gun, hit the gate before it drops. Luckily, the game isn't too harsh about it, so I'm still in the mix heading into turn 1. By the time we fly over the finish line jump for the first time, I've recovered to around 5th, and I'm right in the battle for the lead. This track feels a bit off in its design, like that oversized ramp leading to a tiny jump right before a corner, and then the same thing mirrored just after. Maybe it's the lack of power on these lighter bikes, but it's tough to find a clean line through that section. Then there's a wide, flowing corner leading into the whoops, which I actually really enjoy. I come into that in 6th, but by the time we exit the whoops and hit the short rhythm section, I'm up to 3rd. Then it's into that tight corner that suddenly narrows right when you want to get back on the gas. The final section of the lap offers tons of line choices. I'm right behind Moseyman, and we both take totally different routes, but somehow we end up side by side into the last corner. I set up a clean block pass and take the spot. Heading into lap 2, I'm sitting in 3rd, with a decent gap to close on the front 2. It takes me a bit, but I reel in Welton by the same section where I passed Moseyman last lap. I dive inside again, drift a little wide, and we swap paint a couple times. I get by without taking him out, though it's far from clean. No time to dwell. Eyes forward on DeFrancesco in the lead. DeFrancesco's been flying out front, and it takes everything I've got just to reel him in. With a little over 2 laps to go, I spot him making a mistake in the distance. By the time we hit the penultimate lap, he's finally in sight, but still just out of reach for a proper attack. He takes the short line into the triple and comes up a bit short on the landing, while I go wide and carry enough speed to nail it clean. The gap shrinks fast. We charge into the rhythm section, and I'm right on him now, piling on the pressure. I think about making the move, but I'm still just a touch too far back. Heading into the final turn before the last lap, I sense my first real shot to attack. But I'm still just a little too far back, so we cross the line with the same running order. 1 lap left to make it happen. He messes up the big triple again. This is it. I carry the speed, dive to the inside, and nail the block pass to take the lead. But DeFrancesco hasn't forgotten our battle back at the quarry. He clips my rear wheel and charges past me over the awkward jump section. I'm fuming and out for payback. He leaves the door wide open into the corner before the whoops. I don't hesitate. I dive down the inside and wipe out his front wheel. Not exactly how I drew it up. Anyway, I'm finally back in the lead, something I've been grinding for this whole race. Moseyman's behind me, but I've got a bit of breathing room. I've had the pace all day, now it's just about bringing it home. And there it is, a clutch win when I needed it most. That bumps me up to 5th in the standings and gives a huge boost to my promotion hopes. 1 final race left in this 250 rookie season. Let's go finish the job. The game turns up the tension for the final round with a clear ultimatum. To earn my spot on the Gas Factory racing team in the 450 class, I need to beat Jordan Smith. 1 last showdown. My start isn't great, and I see Jordan Smith right in front of me. But heading into turn 1, I get some unexpected help. Hymas wipes out Smith, clearing the way for me. But just like in previous episodes, the respawn gods smile kindly on Smith. He spawns only a few yards ahead and isn't taken out of contention at all. Meanwhile, I'm doing my job, fighting right up at the front after just 2 corners. Hymas leads the way through the long rhythm section, heading into the big triple. Right after the triple is where I make my move for the lead. The next rhythm section is a tricky one. Nail it, and you gain a ton of time, mess it up, and you lose just as much. I'm not perfect through it, but it's good enough to grab the lead. A lead I managed to hold on to for the next few laps. With just under 3 minutes to go, I come up short on the finish line jump, and Hymas is right there to pounce on my mistake, taking over the lead. Jordan Smith, however, hasn't made any real progress since his crash and is stuck back in 14th, so it looks like I'm on track to complete the challenge and boost my chances of moving up to the 450 class. But even with that secured, I still want to finish this rookie 250 campaign with a win in the final main event. 1 lap later, it's Hymas who comes up short over the finish line jump, and I don't hesitate for a second. I pounce immediately, diving inside to retake the lead with authority, but Hymas recovers quickly, taking the outside line and slingshotting past me again. Heading into the next turn, I set up a clean block pass to retake the lead. Even though we're almost side by side through the rhythm section, I have the inside for the triple and finally lock the move in. Trying to put the dagger into Hymas' chances, I go for the risky line through the tricky rhythm section, but this time it bites me. I land right on top of the tough blocks, somehow stay upright, but lose all my momentum as both Hymas and Viale slip by with just 2 laps to go. Heading into the penultimate lap, it's a serious case of deja vu. Viale makes the exact same mistake Hymas did the lap before. Just like last time, I pounce immediately, and we go bar to bar through the next section. And even though I had to set my boundaries on Viale heading into the triple, the outcome is the same. I end up ahead of him as we enter the tricky rhythm section. With Hymas still leading, I decide once again to gamble on the risky line through the section. This time, it pays off beautifully. I hit every jump with perfect timing, and by the end of the section, I'm back in the lead, right in front of Hymas. As we head into the final lap of this 250 rookie campaign, I'm in the lead, with a great result right within reach. I stay focused, making no mistakes through the first part of the lap, but Hymas and Viale are still close behind. With the confidence from the previous lap, I decide to hit the risky line again through the rhythm section. I nail it perfectly one last time, giving myself enough breathing room in the final part of this rookie season. What a way to end it! It's been a season of ups and downs, with learning the mechanics of Supercross and dealing with the occasional game glitch, but through it all, it's been a whole lot of fun. Now it's time to find out if all that hard work was enough to make the jump to the 450 class. Let's see if this rookie season was just the start of something even bigger. This final win definitely had to give me a boost. I end up climbing up to 4th place in the final standings, just behind Jordan Smith. And with the most wins out of anyone, it's clear that my consistency paid off. Now, it's time to see if those performances have earned me any offers from the big boys. Let's find out if the 450 class is finally within reach. Yes, we've got offers, and the best part, the Gas Factory Racing Team wants me to team up with Justin Barcia. No hesitation here. I've got to take that offer. Time to join the big boys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.